there wasn't enough letters in this phone that I created to keep my words, and Dan doesn't have the power to expand the phone memory to let it go longer, or else he would never have to record something again. He would just transport it into your minds into whatever form he wants it to be, and he wouldn't manipulate you because he's that good of a guy. But I didn't get to spell out that whole thing, and all I wanted to say is this is divine proof, because this is God talking through Dan, and Dan used me to end this talk out of nowhere, just so it suddenly stopped. Dan, you surprised the shit out of me, man. That's awesome. You were awesome. So he suddenly stopped this recording at 33:18 because those are his lucky numbers. 3 has always been his lucky number. 3 ones equals 3, so 1 has always been part of his lucky number. But then 8 became part of his lucky number because Cindy, who is also me, who I created, who I can heal, but she has to believe that. You know, if Cindy can believe in Dan with all her heart, I break that rule because I, God, even break rules. Aside from the million, if Cindy is one of those million, even if she's the 1 millionth, as soon as Cindy Lieski believes in Dan Alexander, no, I can't talk to you right now. I'm God. You can't talk to me. Texas, why are you trying to call me from Texas? All right. Texas is trying to call God. I say no. Whatever your phone number is, I don't want it. Anyway. What was I saying? I'm God, getting befuddled by a phone call that I created, the sensation and all the vibrations, all the stuff I created. It even messed up my mind through a human mind, because human minds are confusing, and I understand you guys. This shit is difficult, but Dan will help you. Listen to this guy. Mom and Dad, Dan's saying this. I hope you hear these things. This is God talking to Dan's parents. I want you guys to believe him. I know this sounds funny because it sounds like Dan's voice. If you want me to talk like this, I can, because Dan is so funny, he can make God sound funny. I'm God, guys. Hello. God sounds like Mrs. Doubtfire, boys and girls, because I was every part of the part. I was Robin Williams. I was the set that the movie was shot on. I was also the act. I was also the air that was breathed during the acting of the movie, because I am the divine Lord speaking off the top of Daniel Alexander's brilliant head. Anyway, guys, God, stop for a second, okay? This is so funny. This is so fun. Let's make Dan and God TV show. I don't want to be so abrupt because people won't believe it just yet. Let's start with Dan's Dimension. That's the name of the first show. How about that? Dan's Dimension. Do you like that, God? No. Let's let it be a work in progress. What's this guy's name? Dan. What's that guy's name? Oh, Jason Fluharty. Yeah, God, Jason Fluharty. Well, Dan, I don't know how I will make him believe me through you. But you have to do this because of your free will. You want to figure this out on your own, don't you? Regrettably, God, yes, I do want to figure this out on my own. So, he's going to let me, because I'm telling him to, because we're making it up together. This is great. I will let you, Dan Alexander, your human form, convince Jason Fluharty to invent your ideas, whatever they are. And if he can't do it, somebody that can do it will get a hold of you that can do it. Pretty soon. We'll say 1,000 people believe in you. You will get that. Let's say you truly believe in yourself and you're a millionaire. Okay? Okay, God. I do truly believe in myself, though, so why can't I be a millionaire yet? Because you have to truly believe that God is in you. And I know it's hard for any human to believe. Even the human that I'm talking through is hard to believe. Now listen to this, people. Do you think Dan Alexander wouldn't bring him the power of being a millionaire until he truly believes in himself? And maybe he's not going to truly believe in himself till one of these millionaires hears this and gives him $1 million just out of the kindness of their heart. Who knows? But until someone gives Dan Alexander $1 million, he won't be able to be a millionaire. I mean, that makes sense. But until Dan Alexander gets $1 million, or truly believes in himself, whichever one comes first, he will either become a millionaire or he will truly believe in himself. And those things, whichever way they happen, will happen at the same time. So somebody give him $1 million so he can truly believe in himself and grant the world all its problems. Wow, is he a genius. I love these contracts you're building, Dan, as long as you're not harming anybody, and I know you're not going to, or anything. This is cool. Dan Alexander, you are divine. And thank you, God, because I know that I'm not the strongest thing of creation, and we still both don't know what it's called because we haven't given it a name, but we understand it. But either way, thank you for this power. I grant you the power to grant me the power, because you're more powerful than me, because you found me and you gave me this. So, God, I love you. I will never, ever say that I'm more powerful than you again. I let you say that to me, but I will never, Dan Alexander, I will never say I'm more powerful than God. If I say it, I'm God playing Dan Alexander, choking everybody like a joker on the cards. But Dan Alexander doesn't mean to brag. And if I, God, brag through Dan Alexander, that's God. Anytime Dan Alexander brags from now on, that's God, showing God's side that can brag. Any pain that is inflicted through Dan Alexander from now on, that's God, showing God's anger through Dan Alexander. So, I mean, it may sound funny or some kind of warning, but God's telling you through Dan Alexander, don't make Dan Alexander mad. And he's scared because he doesn't want to harm anybody, so just don't do it, okay? But it's going to take a lot to make him mad. So, you know, Dan, the first person who makes you mad, well, I don't want anyone to make me mad, so don't finish this sentence. How about the next person that smiles at you, you can make a fireball with your hand? No, it's too soon. How about 1,000 more smiles so that I can deserve at least that? How about 1,000 more smiles, I can make fireballs, or I can create any imaginary image with my mind? Okay? 1,000 more smiles and I can create any imaginary image in my mind, at least when I meditate, at least in one form or fashion, so that I control it and don't get scared of it. Don't allow me to get scared in that physical sense. Allow me to see anything, but allow me to really not be scared of it. That will help me believe in myself, and that will help you believe in you. This will help God believe in God. By allowing me to do these things, God, after 1,000 smiles, allow me the possibility to picture vividly in my mind, at least, and actually form it when I'm all alone, without any mind that can comprehend. I don't care if a tree is around, but I do care. I love the trees, but I'm saying, literally, like in humanoid form, I don't care if the trees are around, or the ants are around, or anything like that can't understand me. But anything that could understand me around Dan Alexander at that moment, he won't be able to do it. So he's got to get out into an open spot, and once he gets 1,000 more smiles, I, God, grant him the power to make a fireball. That won't harm him, that won't harm anyone, but it will be an illusion enough for anyone to see. Now check out that. Now that's a cool power to grant someone. Now he's collecting 1,000 more smiles. Hopefully he can do it in 2 or 3 days. Hopefully he can do it today. But they have to be from different people. The same person can't smile over and over. And you can't even smile at yourself in the mirror more than once. But let me tell you this, you can say I love you to yourself in the mirror 1,000 times, and immediately, I will grant you the power to vividly picture anything in meditation. You can make up your rewards, Dan, and I will give them to you as long as you perform them in your human body. Do you like that pact? Because you made it up, but I, God, granted. Does that work for you, Dan? Yes, God, it does. That sounds like a magnificent grant, so that I can at least vision it in my mind, so that I can I at least make a stipulation to that my intuition can tell me whether or not it's 100% certifiably, undeniably accurate. No matter if it's a diagnosis of health, no matter if it's a way to cure a disease. Like, I don't want to perform it on a physical body or a physical thing until I 100% know for sure, divinely sure, that it won't harm the thing I'm touching. Okay? Okay. I'm God saying okay through Dan Alexander's mind. And Dan Alexander accepting that God just said okay through him, through this mind, for this pact they just made. And once he hits stop on this, the pact has been made, and the counter starts for those 1,000 smiles, or those 1,000 times he says, I love you. And that will give him, for the smiles, the ability to produce fireballs in his own hand when no other comprehensible mind is around. And after 1,000 times of saying, I love you to himself in the mirror, he will be able to vividly picture anything he wants when meditating. 3, 2, 1, the pact starts now.